And for those of you out there who do not know, we sent him on a journey, an adventure that he's going to regale us with now to Trader Joe's to see if he, in fact, thinks it is a cult, as we do.
Mission Trader Joe's.
It literally says Zoom chat, Mission Trader Joe's.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Life is a challenge.
How do you get through it?
Laughing at the dark and dirty. We walk you through all the naughty secrets of the adult industry, and you get to be a fly on the wall with two best friends in the business of boobs.
We want to hear your dirty secrets too.
If you have stories to share, questions for us, need advice, then send us an email to twndpodcast@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 702-900-6446. We'll always be laughing here. It's our favorite way to cope. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, share with a friend, and leave us a rating wherever you listen to podcasts. And we thank you for coming this week.
Have you worn that costume?
No.
It's super
Wait,
cute.
is this where it goes? Should it go here?
Yeah.
It feels weird.
What do you mean?
It's like my bun's in the way.
My buns, hon.
My buns. Look at your buns. All right. Let's start here, David. Ian, are you lying on the remote? Nope, me. Welcome back to the Totally Wholesome, Not Dirty Hot. Nope, David, let's start it over. Actually, you know what? Leave it in. Welcome back to the Totally Wholesome, Not Dirty podcast. And see, we started this episode by talking about the fact that I think we did this on a different episode to open it up, but a deep breathing exercise.
Let's do it.
Because there's been some panic attacks on both of our sides. We've been attacked. So
by who?
I don't know if you've ever been attacked by panic before, but that is a son of a bitch.
She's mean.
So, I think it's a he. No, you're right. It's a she.
Mean.
Because I think that she's can be mean in a way that men can only dream of. You know what I mean?
Like they get down to
Plus, I feel like I'm sure that men have panic attacks, but I feel like I hear it more with women. And maybe it's because we're just thinking too much. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying, oh, you're thinking too much, you silly woman. No, silly woman about the things that, like, we shouldn't be focusing on and panicking, yet they become all-consuming to the point that we're just like, ah! And then people are like, women are crazy. It's like, yes, there's a lot of thoughts going on.
Yeah, and you're like, you think you're so strong in those moments of, like,
and you realize
panic.
Just what a piece of you are.
No, you just, like, you have to bitch slap yourself in a way. Not literally, but, like, in a way where you're like, wait, you're not breathing. That's the problem. You're literally there sitting with a tight chest, holding your breath, panicking, but there's a reason. You're not getting oxygen.
Girl, you said you need to bitch slap yourself, but not really. When I tell you that 3 days ago, I had my handyman over doing some repairs. He's fucking amazing, all that kind of stuff. Out of nowhere, I start having a panic attack because there's just been a lot of things going on recently, right? And I'm trying.
Always.
You know, he doesn't just like barge into places, but he'll be like, hey, Molly, I have this question. And I have to I stood in front of the mirror because I'm like, I'm about to like pass out or just start bawling. Like, I don't really know.
Or
kind
combust.
Or both together, or it's all flames. One of my first episodes ever of the podcast, I said that, okay, so I asked Caitlin Brooks.
Yeah.
Shout out. If you had a superpower, because we're talking about like X-Men and stuff. Do you watch X-Men?
I've seen some, but I'm not huge on it.
Well, okay, so say that your power developed when you're going through puberty, because that's how they said it did. Like, what would it be? I asked her, what would you like it to be? But what do you think it actually would be based on what you know about yourself?
I may have heard this, but can you please remind me?
So I said that mine would be that I just spontaneously combust. But I can't hurt anyone else with my fire. It's just me burning forever. Like, it's just me on fire.
You never
and
come back?
I can't control it. Like, I can't even be a good sidekick because I can't shoot flames out of my hands. It's just me on fire burning forever when you don't need me to be. That's not the power I want, but that's what I was born with or traumatized into. I don't really know which one it is. Does it really matter? No. So I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, slapping myself in the face. Bitch. I was like, I can't just break down in front of my handyman. Like, he wouldn't care, but it's also that's a personal thing for me. Like, I don't want you to see that.
Can't I hold this together?
And also, does it sound like this is really far away? Like, everything I'm saying.
That sounds way better right there.
Just like that. Oh, there's water right in there. Like that. Okay.
Oh my gosh, and
So-
we're wearing red lipstick.
We
It's
are.
gonna come
We'll have
all
to frame
off.
these ones like on Africa.
Yes.
Oh, so anyway, this is my brain. So I go into the bathroom. You know the one. Big lit mirror. You just have to see everything. And I just started slapping the out of my face.
Bitch.
Like so hard to
Wait,
the point.
because
And I
of
just
why?
dead-eye it. Does anyone else do
Oh.
this? Does anyone do the thing, right? Where you know that you need to have some sort of mental crisis is about to occur, but you don't have time for that right now. So you just have to like suck it back inside. And I go to the mirror and I dead-eye myself into the point that I'm like completely unfocused and I just slap the shit out of my face. Like red marks, right? Then what you do so that nobody knows that you're slapping yourself in the face is you take a cold cloth and press it against your face and you walk towards the door, and then as soon as you have to go through the door you drop it so they can't see that you were cold pressing your face. They don't know.
This is a lot.
It's
Can
a
we
lot.
do the breathing exercise now?
Oh yeah.
Please. I need it. My hands are so wet.
Can you tell
if
that I
you
need
guys,
it too? Clammy.
If you guys
Me
at
too.
home get sweaty hands or wet hands because
Clam.
of anxiety, you're not alone.
No.
We are
you're
here
not.
with you.
We're doing it
And
together.
it's
We're all
just 'cause
sweating together.
We go through a lot.
We
All
would-
of us.
We would hold your hand, but they're too wet.
We would slip.
We would
Watch,
slip
watch.
right out. I couldn't even. I tried to grip.
I tried so hard. Wait, one more time.
And then I feel your wetness combined with my wetness.
Now
And
it's
wait, now
sup-
I'm turned on.
Don't you hate ads? They take away from the conversation. But you can go ad-free with us at patreon.com/TWND podcast. We create monthly photo sets, host Zoom chats for our dirtbag tiers, and even create short films. We have a wholesome pledge option if you want to show a little support, or dirtbag tier if you want to go all the way with us. We release episodes a day early for all tiers, and each episode is ad-free. So if you want to level up, go to patreon.com/TWND podcast and show your support.
All right.
Welcome back to the show.
All right. So start a breathing exercise with us 5 minutes into the show. It's fine. We
Come
need to
on,
get that
everybody.
out. Well, I need
We're
to get
sorry
that out.
if we gave you a little bit of panic, but that's how we start things.
That's how I get the panic out. Anyway.
5
all right.
more. That makes sense.
It's kind of like, do you ever, it's like I've said before where if I can't do something or I just call myself a piece of about it and then suddenly like I do it. Like
It's like motivation.
my man just told the story to his friend today. It's like, she'll get so frustrated when she like does a really good week of handstands and then has like issues with handstands the next week. Cause that's how handstands are. All right.
They're
It's just-
temperamental.
they're so temperamental. It's like you think you have it and then you don't. And then I'll get super frustrated and just start like just like kicking myself for it and telling me what it like oh, I've lost all of my talent. I'll never be able to handstand again. I don't even know what's happening right now.
You're like, screw
And then-
this.
He's like 30 minutes later, she'll come in with like a little video and a smile like, do you want to see the handstand I just did? And it's like such a good handstand because I just like bully myself into being better at it. So sometimes ranting out the panic brings you to a point that you can all now join with us because we really need this and we hope that this helps you too. We are going
Open
to breathe.
those clammy hands.
Let's do 3 in. Are we breathing through our chests like we're supposed to the sternum?
Breathing through this ass.
I think you breathe in through the chest
One more.
and out through the ass.
And
You can
that's
kind
a
of do like
fart.
you can kind of do like a little Kegel at the bottom, and you just like you're releasing it. Into
Oh
your-
my gosh. You
Right?
know, that really does help.
It does.
It really does. At least 4 to 5. You guys try it. You should do it with us. I found out like, whoop, hi, there I am. I found out that like, yeah, breathing is key whenever in a moment of stress. We all get it. We all have different ways of dealing with it, whether it's a slap or some breathing or smoking a little bit of the devil's lettuce, whatever it is.
I wonder if breathing through the slaps would help because I hold my breath.
Yeah,
Do you think I would slap myself less because I'd be breathing
maybe
through it?
more because you'll be more, and maybe you're running out of oxygen, so you're running out of stamina.
Oh, that's true.
Just kidding.
I
I
just
have
end up
no
with bruises
idea.
next time.
And I'm not a doctor, and I do not advocate anything that like advice like what I was just talking about.
But
So,
we like to laugh through our pain. That's what we do here. And I think that
Also-
it's helpful and we need to unload.
it's
and-
important.
So while we're talking about
Unloading.
Well, that too. I have a confession to make to you, but first, I offer you some baby food in a package.
No, thank
But
you.
why?
Well,
You
I'll
won't
check
try
it out. I will look at it. But
You will try it? Try
No.
one. Just a little squirt. It's a flavor.
I don't know if I
Pear,
could do that
blueberry,
legally.
apple, avocado. They're so good. It's like if applesauce was stew. And it's so healthy.
What if I cheer you on to eat both?
What if you have just one taste, and if you don't like it, I'll eat the rest of it?
What if I just really cannot right now?
That's okay.
But
next time. Ain't
well,
gonna stop
watch.
me.
You try it. I might change
I don't
my
need
mind,
to try it. I
everybody.
already know.
No, you guys. I'm just kind of being a difficult person, as I usually am.
You're not.
But I'm like, my stomach is upside down. Nothing sounds good. Gouda. Gouda doesn't even sound good, and I love cheese. And did you know Gouda
You know
is
it's a problem.
actually pronounced not like Gouda, like how we say it?
How do you say it?
Howda.
How the fuck did you hear about that?
Because you know Jason, our friend Jason and Wes.
Oh yeah.
They went to Amsterdam recently. Shout out to them. And they went to a town called Howda, which is Gouda, where Gouda is from. And I was like mind blown. And he brought us back these little stroop waffles that were really good with the caramel.
That's awesome.
And he was like, these are from Howda. And I was like looking at the packaging and it says Gouda. But I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, that's how you say it. All right, try this one.
Okay, I don't with the why no. It's like we're not gonna call it Howda now, are we?
We're not gonna say it here.
Phew.
Of
'Cause I
course not.
can't.
I wasn't
I
saying
can't.
now you have to say that. That's
just
totally not what I'm
crazy.
saying. But in the native region of Howda,
Howda.
that's what it's called. All right, I'm gonna try it. Are you
That's
happy?
crazy. Yes.
Just a taste.
You don't have to eat
I know,
all of it.
but
You
I'm
don't
just
eat
gonna
any.
taste it.
You don't have
What
to
do
either.
I do?
It's like a squeezy pack, so you just squeeze it.
Did you know we have free will, everybody? And
We
this
do.
is me using it just because I know how much she loves it.
I
and
have more, so you
I-
can always do it next time.
No, I know, but I know how much you love it. Watch this. Ready? I'm not sure,
It's just like weird jam
Paste.
porridge.
but it comes out. Oh, I'm not sure. I'll have to get back to you on that experience.
I love it so much. I got like
I'm very
Okay.
confused as to what I just experienced.
I have a new hyperfixation and it's fridge scaping, and I hate that
What's
this is
that?
a thing. You make your fridge look pretty. I got baskets for my fridge to like put the produce in, and like the little like fresh and savor things in little jars, and
I bet it looks gorgeous, and I've seen that, like, you know, in like when you're watching reality TV or whatever, and like their fridge is all beautiful,
Yeah.
and bougie, and like.
I have a flower in there. Well, I did,
Aw.
but it did eventually die. So.
I'm not surprised though, because I mean, you have a lot of like amazing eye for like creative decor, and just like you have the eye, girl, of the tiger.
Girl.
So, which explains the costume, because we are going back, girl.
We are.
We are going back.
But I did need to tell you, it's not like what you think. Like half of the fridge is like different kinds of baby food and squeezy packets. Like,
Is that what it is?
it's just like really organized.
Like, if you look,
I have like baby food packets in like fancy jars. I have to show it to you.
we
afterwards.
may need to have an intervention.
It's so good.
No, but
it's like I
so-
can't choke on it. You know, whenever I try to eat nuts or something.
What's the sugar like in here? Oh,
Yeah. And low saturated fat. It's just like fruit and like grains and shit. And I love it. It's low
mean,
sodium.
It's like really not much at
No.
all. There's not even a lot of nutrients.
there are.
Where?
We got right here. We got
Only
this has a
vitamin
shitload
C?
of potassium.
All right.
This has
give
vitamin
it
C.
that. A little bit of it. But I'm saying if a baby needs to be thriving, what do they
Yeah,
add
but
a
I'm
little
like
extra?
a full person.
Yeah, you're not you.
Yeah,
You're not
and they
even
eat other
technically
shit like milk and stuff. And I don't just eat these, but they're a much better snack than like the shit that I was
Sorry
keeping.
to break it to you, because this isn't. You're not in the market of people that buy. Like in their like pie charts of like clients.
I know.
There's no adult. Is there? There must be.
I break the mold. I don't know what to tell you. I think it's delicious.
I don't know. If you guys eat baby food and you are over the age of 18, please call in 702-900-6446 or write in. Like email us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate your feedback. We love when you guys call in and interact. Do we have any new voicemails?
That was a great segue because I was thinking of that and then you segued it. So I was like,
the last time we did, and that was really nice. So it's always awesome to know you guys are
Is this
out
how
there
I fucking breathe?
It's probably me because of the lack of breathing.
No, it's me.
I feel like I'm breathing through my mouth. Blah.
Isn't that where we breathe? But I feel like if I go through my nose.
Remember we said ass. Also, should we talk about our costumes really quick while you're looking?
Yes, please.
So I am Betty Rubble, but I think I'm better known as Bedrock Betty.
Ooh,
and you are.
Snazzy. I'm Wilma.
Better known as Wilma.
Wilma. I am Vilda Flintstone.
From Howda.
I am Wilma Flintstone. I can't.
I'm sorry, I had to go there.
That's hot. I like that. That's my new alter ego.
And I'll be Bedrock Betty. Woo.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Do you want to give me the chord?
Yes. The chord.
I'm getting older. And the older you get, the easier it is to get dehydrated. So I keep this me. I mean, this stuff. Bleep that. I don't fucking know.
This shiz.
All right. So you take this, and I'll take this. And I want you guys to take yourselves to liquidiv.com and use code TWND to save 15% and experience better hydration today. You get 16 ounces of water, pop in 1 stick of Liquid IV, and you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to get all those vitamins and electrolytes that your body needs. So support the show. Liquidiv.com. Use code TWND. Goodbye.
Do it. Oh, wow. This is long.
You can pause it along the way.
You think we're good?
Wait, sorry. And I'm that you can't see very well, probably, but he's Dino, and he's very upset about it.
And
but he looks
love
so
you. I like how
Look at his little trunks.
it wraps right around his booty. So
It has a nice little tail.
You look so good, Ein.
He hates it, though.
We are here for
But
you.
I love him.
We are. A round of applause for Ein. Oh, rock every time. I'm going to label that one with a sticker.
We should have seen with little hands on it.
Give it up to Ein.
He does such a good job. Okay.
So abrupt. Okay.
Voicemail.
Are you ready?
Hi, Molly. Hi, Laura. This is Dan out of Chicago.
Hi, Dan.
I called a while ago, but I wanted to weigh in on the huge controversy over letting your cereal soak. I just watched episode 166 with decent woman, decent man. I know this is huge.
Decent woman,
but,
better man.
From my point of view, it depends on the kind of cereal you want. Like Rice Krispies, you want them to soak so you hear their snap, crackle, pop. But when you go to a cereal like Wheaties, or you just want a little soak because you want that crunch. So I hope that helps with.
So, what we need to talk about, I now forgot because I started listening to the rest of the
Was it
voicemail.
about the sogginess of the Rice Krispie?
Yeah. The snap, crackle, pop, right? If you're eating it before you hear all those things, then it's too soon. Isn't that like what the commercial was saying? It's like you're going to listen to the symphony, but you're not going to, if you eat it right away, you don't get to listen to the beautiful melody of Rice Krispies. And that was just a point that I felt like needed to be addressed.
Good
now
point.
we can continue. But he says Wheaties.
Good point.
Or something.
Wheaties.
The other thing you asked about was what movies we liked. And I'm a big fan, not such a big fan of the slasher type movies. I'm more of the classics like The Exorcist or The Shining, that kind of thing.
Ooh,
but the one, my kind of, maybe off the rails a little bit, I enjoyed like Blair Witch. Those were fun. Easy to make, and they're fun.
Classic.
Mm-hmm. And my last comment, you were talking a little bit about getting old, and I am older, but it's all relative.
What's the number?
Like when you're 30, each year is 1/30th of your life. When you get a little bit older, they get to be 1/40th and 1/50th. So they seem to go by fast.
That's so much math.
Like it just seems like we just got done with the holidays last year, and here we're back into them again.
Right?
The same.
So
what
just,
the hell?
Live your days, make people around you as happy as possible.
We do.
And go on for there. So really enjoy the podcast. Hope you continue for a long time. And have a good day. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan from Chicago. You're awesome. We give
Wait.
you lots of podcast love.
Isn't there like a new way that the kids are doing it?
Oh, you're definitely asking the wrong person because I am almost what did he say? 130th, 140th? I don't know.
That was like a lot of math to throw out there, but it really is true because like I feel like such an old person saying it, but everything does pass so quickly. I'm like, I feel like it was just January, but so much has changed and passed since then.
I do. I feel like the holidays were here already. I feel like we just cooked Thanksgiving. And we're about to figure out who's going to cook Thanksgiving again. You know what I mean? It's like, what? We're back?
That's a lot. Do you have a turkey in you this year? Like, I don't know if I don't, because I'm sure that you help cook it or like do whatever, even though you don't eat it.
Right. They go all out, my family. And so, and I actually might go to California. We'll see though. I hate going anywhere on a holiday.
Yeah, it's always
Traveling on holidays, you guys.
It's terrible.
It's
Just
not
avoid it
fun.
at all costs.
Although I have flown on Thanksgiving before, airports were dead.
Yeah.
Because of that, I think. But it's just like
It's just so
you
much.
don't want to do that,
No.
especially I don't know.
You want to be relaxed and like enjoy the whole thing. But my thing with that is I don't think I have a turkey in me this year. I think I've made a turkey like
In you?
well, yeah, well, I would be inside the turkey like pulling all the stuff out, stuffing it, you know what I mean? But I just don't think I have it in me this year.
Do you like doing like the turkey sandwiches like for the leftovers? Because I was gonna say you could just buy a turkey.
I don't like really enjoy turkey that much. I don't trust the fact that it makes you sleepy.
Right? It's weird.
I've brought this up before. It's like it's trying to do some wonky shit. It's like weird roofies like in meat. And I don't like it because it makes you all like groggy. It's like after I eat turkey, it's like after I take like 5 milligrams of melatonin before bed. It's like the next day you're just like, oh, and that's turkey. And it's just like it slowly lulls you into slumber. It's like, just sleep now.
It's the roofie of meat.
Yeah. And I don't
Bitch.
trust it.
You gotta get shirts of turkey, like the turkey leg of like from Disneyland. You know the big turkey leg that people walk around eating, like barbaric. I don't even know. I feel like we should be eating those,
Like
in these
gnashing
costumes.
into it, like.
Although I don't eat meat, but
I'll
it would
have to
just
draw
be
an art.
funny, you know, of us eating.
I could draw a cartoon of it.
Yes, and like it'll just say the roofie of meat. We enjoy the finer things. The roofie
That's
of meat.
crazy. But I don't enjoy it. That's the thing.
Pinkies up, though. We could pretend.
Pinkies up. Ugh.
The roofie of meat. I don't eat it. I don't partake.
Yeah.
I will make some really bomb vegetarian dishes. Like you came over last year, and we did that like pasta dish, but it was like French onion soup with pasta, like combined. So good.
That was good.
I feel like my mic is like kind of muffled, but then it comes back. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I feel like that too.
Are we under a pillow?
I don't know. I think our voices are just at different levels today because we're at different like levels as we go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because especially if we get like talking, we're like, ah, and then we're like, wait, it's so quiet and muffled because we're not saying
Also, like
it.
my hair is covering my ears
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of the time in the show.
Do you want to adjust?
No.
Oh, okay.
As I adjust? Yeah. No, not at all.
I would not like
I would
to do
hate
that.
to adjust.
I would hate it.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Let me move this real quick.
Okay, so speaking of adjusting, because I skipped this earlier,
Yes.
I think that we have a very understanding friendship. And I think that it doesn't matter what any of you out there have to fucking say.
Yeah.
Because this is our show. This is our life. And people are entitled to make mistakes. Honey, what does it make you think of? Sweet, delicious, sticky, licking it off your partner? If you want to have fun with a special friend or are someone who loves self-pleasure, Honey Playbox has the toys for you. Use our code TWND to save 15% on your purchase. Amp up your playtime at honeyplaybox.com. You deserve pleasure, so elevate your experience with Honey Playbox and support our show by using code TWND at checkout. Watching podcasts is fun. Watching reruns, also fun, but nothing beats a live experience. Check out our friends at Jerkmate by going to jkmte.com/TWND. Every sign up helps our show. Don't jerk alone. Get your front row seat to live events. Try a Gold Show from the comfort of your couch. Check the show description or go to jkmte.com infiltratingtraderjoe.com/TWND to try it out. Right? We've all done it. We've all been there. You can't pretend that you haven't. So I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about what you may see in my hand from time to time. Because I'm
That
weak.
was awesome.
Because
You deserve it.
weak.
Bitch, is this my gift? This is awesome.
Because, all right, listen.
She's a bad bitch.
I actually hate this coming out of my mouth. I hate it.
Did it come
It
out?
feels like disappointment. Like, what the fuck
Oh,
did you do?
because you didn't do it for.
Dumb fuck. Oh, you just want to die young? You want some popcorn lung? Is that what you want? You don't think that you deserve the finer things in life like health and mental well-being. You want to just use something that goes and blow fucking fake smoke everywhere just to cloud everybody and your fucking vape perfume. Nobody likes it. It looks gross.
We
it
love
looks
it.
sad. I look like a fuck boy. When I vape, I look like a goddamn fuck boy, even dressed like this.
You might
Sexy
as well
Wilma.
keep the blonde wig from Ken on.
I might as well.
Always.
Always.
Just rock that.
Just a fuck boy 24/7 365
it would
because I am
match.
weak. 20 fucking days. 20. Ah!
Wait.
I, however, did not go back to nicotine. So it's something in my brain that's like, if you do this, then everything will be better. But now I'm also simultaneously hating myself for
Hold
failing.
up. It's not nicotine.
No.
This is just vape.
Mhm.
Like air. Why are you
Because it's still a carcinogen. It's still a vape fume. It's not like the air thing. If it's got a battery, it's not good for you to
Girl,
inhale.
you're killing it. I don't care what you think.
But
Whatever you say to yourself, I am against.
because girl,
Fuck that.
everything was getting to be too much.
It's too much.
And here's the thing, right?
You deserve your carcinogens.
Thank you.
You really do.
Thank you.
I think you deserve it. And if you feel like a fuckboy, that's on you. But really, you're a bad bitch. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Because
It's something that I want to quit. It just
be
takes
a lot.
time.
It be a lot.
It takes time.
You're doing so good.
to do the things.
It's not nicotine, bitch.
And listen to me justify this in any way that I possibly can. But I also cut way back on saturated fats. I'm eating so healthy. I'm not ordering out. I'm fucking cooking all the time. And I'm doing things that are overall very good. But I have cut out a lot of things simultaneously while other things have escalated. You know how life goes.
I do.
You got the stresses. You got all the things that pile up and become too
Everybody
much.
does.
Yeah.
We all have it.
So, baby
So-
steps.
Baby steps, and just make sure that the first thing that is should always be your priority is your like well-being. And if you're not okay, then you need to make sure you're doing all you can to kind of fix that. Whether it's puffing on a little vape, whether it's lighting up, like I said, you know, something,
Or eating baby food and regressing.
or just doing your breathing exercises, which are really going to help, because right now I can breathe.
Yeah.
In the beginning of this
feeling
show,
you were like
I was
hunched.
tight.
When you first got here, you were like pulled inside. And see, the breathing helps. It does help relax.
I'm like way better. I was just like, so, you know, trying to make sure that, you know, today is like going on time, and that can become a stress overall for anybody. And knowing me, I'm like totally a stoner. I run on stoner time. So yeah, like I'm loading up, I'm getting ready to go. I'm still taking my freaking time.
Yeah.
But it's still like in my head, I'm like, you gotta be somewhere, bitch.
Well,
you gotta be somewhere, bitch.
You also have to remember too. You do have to be extra careful because when you load your stuff, like remember when you hurt yourself?
Yeah, my
like,
wrist.
by
or
russing?
my leg. I mean,
By-
when I was like
Yes,
gimpy,
that's what I mean.
that was the worst one.
yeah, I know.
And so when you whip around with heavy stuff, which you're right, I've actually learned to take my time loading in and out, which is good. But like still, even when you're in a rush, you just have that like anxiety feeling. And you know,
I
that's
understand.
all. That's all. I was just like, dude,
I feel
gotta
you.
go, gotta be there.
No,
Gotta-
but it's like slow down for real because I need to take that advice for myself too. But I'm sure other people do this too. But it's like I get stressed out of just having to be somewhere the entire day preceding having to be somewhere on that time.
Yes.
Sometimes I will be so over prepared and ready to go
Yeah.
that by the time it's ready to go, I procrastinate and end up leaving late.
Because there's like, yeah.
What?
You're like, how did this happen?
That's crazy.
You're like, I don't even know how this just happened. Or you're like, yeah, I'm so on time. Like as you're getting ready, like I'm going right on track, perfect. And then all of a sudden, it's like you should have left 5 minutes ago.
And you're like, how did this? Oh, I don't feel like
I'm not even listening to music. No. Like I'm when I'm in a zone of getting ready, there's two zones. The one where I'm putting on all these good like songs and I'm taking my time and I'm singing, I'm eating breakfast.
And then when you're in go mode.
Then when you're like, I gotta leave the house in an hour mode, that's the no music. That's the hurry up, bitch, put on a look, whether it's just like mascara and lipstick and blush or whatever, something, make sure you're like, your hair's clean, everything's good, get dressed, it's like, boom, the simplest things.
Yeah. It just piles up before you know it. And then it's like, yeah, it's just a lot.
Being a girl isn't as glamorous as it looks. You know what I mean? Like, I was listening to a guy talk about getting ready, and like he was talking about like how it takes him like 15 minutes to get out the door.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking in my head, that's obscene.
If I don't care about what I'm going to do, I could just leave the house in like sweats, like whatever. I don't care.
Maybe.
It's when sometimes
kind of.
Even though sometimes like maybe it's just like a couple store runs or something or whatever I have to do, I still want to feel good because I want to feel good going out. Yeah. But then it's like the pressure of like, what's going to make me feel good about myself today?
Usually it's the smallest things, like the littlest things. It doesn't even have to be makeup. Like it could be like your skincare. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or a lip balm.
Or just like what you're wearing.
Every person wants a little bit of that like lip moisture, like even guys.
Yeah, you don't want dry cracked lips. That's an ick for me.
We're
like,
in the desert,
super cracked lips. I get it myself, and I get the ick for myself, and then I'm lathering that stuff up, like I'm lip scrubbing. I'm doing like all these creams and shit on my lips. I'm like,
you and I are notorious for going extra generous on the lip goo. We're like, hey, do you need more goo?
Sometimes I'm just like tasting it. I'm like, ugh.
Can we just talk about you saving my lip goo in a most recent photo shoot we had?
Yeah.
Let's take a break and talk about this. Do you want to tell everybody?
Yeah, David, you can play the video. So there's the video. As you can see, this is a pricker bush. I just have this video. I have this moment ingrained in my mind, so I know where we're going with this.
Yes, I know where it is.
I'm headed down, scaling a rock into a pricker bush because Laura dropped a lip balm. It fell out of her.
As I'm yelling, don't go.
Yeah, but
let
I was
it
like,
be.
Listen,
go.
What's the problem? I've already been stabbed on this adventure. Yeah. This right now is covering up like stab wounds that I have in my arm from thorns because I was like, there's no thorns on this bush, and I walked right through it, and it just latched into my arm, pulled my arm backwards, and I pulled off the thorns.
I felt so bad. I was like, bitch, what are you doing?
It was kind of cool because so it looked crazy. It almost looked like FX makeup because it was actually real, which was cool. So it was like my skin was pulled up around them.
So that's why you did Freddy Krueger.
It was kind of, no, I did that before. But so they looked like blackheads, dude. And I just went like, and I popped out the thorns like pimples because they were big thorns, and I was like, this is so satisfying. And I had to do it like 10 times, and I just threw the thorns down like that.
I don't like it. Anyways, I hope you guys like the video because I was doing my best to not let her do it because I knew exactly what that bush was about to do, and it did what it was about to do.
Yeah, I have scratches on all places. It's fine.
And there was one point during the shoot where we had to I would go back and forth to go get stuff from like the pile of clothes, and it was always passing this one bush that like would grab onto you for your life, like your clothes or whatever.
That's the one.
And that's the one that gave you all the not cool.
Yeah.
And then I would try to like gently move it, and then it would just slap me and like stab me.
It's like, don't go through me. No.
It's like, I'm going to get you no matter what. Like, I don't care what you think.
Reminds me of, I was with, who was I with? Was it Ava Monroe?
Ava Devine?
No, Ava Monroe.
I miss her.
And we were like on the beach, right? And seagulls started like kind of like swarming us. And she goes, damn, nature, you scary. And it lives rent free in my head. I think about it when I'm sad sometimes. I still have it. I think it's a video on my phone.
That is beautiful.
I don't know why that made me think of that.
I love it.
Oh.
Another catchphrase. I
Damn,
love it
nature,
so much.
you scary.
It could be like a meme, you know?
Could, yeah. Oh my God, he's so cute. Okay. So I told you before we started about the Tesla. I was like, remind me to tell you about the Tesla truck. So
You told me.
you were stressed out, girl. Don't
I
worry
was
about
not
it.
in my zone.
No.
I don't know what was.
We needed to breathe, and it's okay.
I was like, you told me. When was this?
You
I
were
am
sitting there, you were starting to
concerned.
roll, but then you were talking about how your hands were clamming. I was like, oh, she's having a moment, because then you were like, I gotta go pee, and like you left, and it was fine. It's okay. That's what I'm gonna tell you now.
Meltdown, everyone.
We've all been there. I've been there like 4
happens.
times this week. I understand.
No, but it's not cool, and you get that part too.
Yes.
The not cool part.
That's why I'm
It's like, you don't
let
be
me
able-
just tell you
My
now.
armpits were sweaty. I had to wear a cardigan in 100-degree weather just to calm down the sweat.
What is it with like sweating when we're nervous? Why does our bodies do that?
I
Should we
don't
look it
know.
up so that we know?
Yeah, here's your phone.
Oh, thank you.
Not trying to flash
No,
it.
you're good.
But yeah, I left. Definitely needed to breathe, everybody. That was awesome. I all encourage you to do so when in a moment of panic, because
Yes.
I just did, and that's totally normal, and it's not the first time,
Oh.
and that's just life.
Okay.
That's life.
And do not stress, because
And life is good. It's not like, oh
No.
gosh, she's panicking because things are bad. Everything's good. Everything is awesome. I'm so grateful to live the life that I live
Yeah, it's
in
just
every
things get
way, shape,
overwhelming.
and form. And yeah, and like I think like we do the podcast, and it's like it's our general love to do this, and it's
Yeah.
like never like a thing where we're like, we gotta shoot a podcast. But like when we're in a zone and we want to bring you the best freaking content, like for the whole month of spooky season, I'm like, oh wait, I actually have to get ready for this.
yeah.
That's not in my normal like MO of me of a behind the scenes makeup artist.
Yeah.
I don't ever need to get ready. I can go to work in the most basic look every time.
But you
and
always slay.
I always slay, and that's just what we do.
Yeah.
We don't bring the basic. We don't do the basic.
Yeah.
And happy Halloween month. We love you guys.
Yeah. We love you guys.
And we
'Cause-
hope you guys enjoy these little costumes we've been doing. They've been so
Yes,
fun.
They have been fun. And people who are on my page know too, because I've posted a little bit about this recently, but I have not been in a headspace to make content. Like I've
and
been
that's
feeling
understandable.
I've been feeling down, and I'm trying to like slowly get through everything I have to get through. And it's not, and I think I've said this before, but it's not when we have these moments of whatever, it's not like, oh, we hate what we're doing. It's just that there are other things, there are external things, there are internal things
that weigh
everybody's-
on us.
Yes, and
Not
then-
here.
when you have all of that, it's hard to figure out where to put your energy, and you can't always control where your energy is going.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's very frustrating and stressful. So why we sweat when we're nervous or
We gotta hear
something like that.
this.
Our sympathetic nervous system becomes stimulated. Ooh,
Do tell.
really? This stimulation leads to the release of hormones. Ooh, like adrenaline and noradrenaline. These
Ooh.
hormones stimulate the sweat glands, particularly in the palms, armpits, and forehead. And the body also increases
Forehead?
blood flow to the skin, which helps to dissipate heat generated by the sweating. So, stress hormones are releasing in sweat.
I even put a vitamin B patch today because, like, you know, if it's a long day and you need to like have your energy,
I
like
didn't
they
even
say,
know that was a
vitamin
thing.
B. Yeah, I have it on my back.
What?
Look. Is it there still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It
I
looks
didn't know
like
that was even
it looks like a
thing.
nicotine patch.
Yeah,
but it's
that's
vitamin
weird.
B. And then when I don't use this, I have my birth control package. I just be patching it up, girl.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a patch for that. That's crazy.
It's great, and I just like take it off and then put a new one. And it does like give me a lot more energy. It helps manage stress. Obviously, it doesn't always work, but you know,
Yeah.
that's just life.
I think if I had that patch when I was driving around today, I wouldn't have bought the vape.
I will bring you some. They're
Because-
really cool. You need to try these.
When I tell you, I think that the reason that I relapsed today was because with everything compiling, right? And interactions with people being in a weird place right now. Not everyone, but a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
And everything weighing on me in these ways. Especially when I go out in public and I interact with people, just peopling, people
The
that I'm not
regular
close to, whatever.
people.
And I couldn't do it anymore. And it was already terrible. And then I was driving and I saw a Tesla truck. And it was the most ghoulish, like off-white color. And it had a Ghostbusters giant logo on it. And when I saw that Tesla truck and I realized how truly repulsed with humanity I was, I realized that there was no way I was going to be able to get through the rest of my day unless on the 20th day of not vaping, I went to the store and bought a vape because I couldn't deal with people anymore. What the fuck is calling me? Have you been getting like a shitload of scam calls lately?
But you know what's cool? It hasn't been on my, like, because I have a Google Voice number and I have a regular phone number.
But send
right?
it to your Google Voice.
They go to my Google Voice. So I don't even get them because you can't even get phone calls on my Google Voice. It's like the old phone that I had.
Oh, yeah.
That number. And I didn't want to get rid of it completely because I had that number for a while. And I just feel like I couldn't fully detach. But it isn't a way to contact me anymore. It's just like an old number. So
that's good.
My main phone number, though, doesn't get any of these weird ones. So
lucky.
You must have signed up on some shit.
What
porn are you looking at? I'm kidding.
You have no idea. It's
You're
disturbed.
like, girl, that was my next topic.
No, fuck. Yeah, I keep getting like, and they leave voicemails too, and they're like,
"What do
You've
they
been
say?
approved for $54,000. You've been approved for $72,000. Right in with our loan department." I'm like, why do you think that I want? Like, what the fuck?
We don't
And
want it.
It'll be coming from different numbers, like throughout the day. Like sometimes it's Nevada, sometimes like Colorado, and then you have like the East Coast, and they're all like the same general fucking thing. I'm like,
that's what I'm checking right now.
so
I'm, like,
sometimes I just answer and I yell at them, but then sometimes I realize that I'm yelling at a pre-recorded. But it helps. So
yeah, these are all weird. They're all bizarre, and they're 725, which is still Vegas, right? 725. I don't know. A lot of bizarre ones, and a lot of them are just for voting.
Yeah.
No thanks. I was gonna check my notes to see if I had anything that was substantial because I feel like I do be adding some things.
Fuck yes, I love that. Ghostbusters Tesla truck. That's in my notes.
I have a lot of oh gosh, like my shopping list.
That's great.
No, I guess not. I'd rather crease than not laugh. That's in there.
I love that. We have talked about that before.
Anything else that you're excited about for the Halloween season? We have a night planned where we're going to watch some scary movies.
Yes.
But also we're going to watch
cereal.
Mystery Men, which we talked about on Zoom chat.
That will be with cereal.
If you guys watch.
Pizza with scary movies. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. I love that. I mean, I am excited for that. That'll be nice. I have a skit idea in here. I'll talk to you about it later, though.
Ooh. No spoilers.
There is. What the fuck? I had a whole thing. I saw it earlier today. I hate when this happens.
We also have Fred Flintstone blazing it up here in the house, you guys. Blazing it up.
So this was from so long ago that I forgot about it. But I never go anywhere. But I went like
yes,
down,
you do.
Not as often, but I went down to like the strip. Like this was ages ago now because it's been so long and lost in my notes. But
this was before F1.
I got an Uber to go down to meet my man. I was like, let's go out and have dinner, whatever. And so I got in the Uber driver's car and I took out my Vapo inhaler as we were like going out onto the main road, and I just like do 2 sniffs because like it's I don't know, it's something I do. It's just
the menthol.
Yeah,
I love
my
those.
nose gets really stuffy in
too.
Vegas. And he goes, "Oh, getting the party started early," and I go, "What?"
My stomach just made a gurgle. It was like, what? That's hilarious. You thought you were doing a little bump?
I was bumping cocaine, and I'm back there like,
you're like,
Vapo inhaler. But I couldn't understand what he meant at first, so I was like, what?
And then it clicked.
He's like, getting the party started early. And I look at my Vapo inhaler. I go, oh no, it's a Vapo inhaler. And he goes, I don't care. So like he thought I'm just like snorting cocaine.
It's just the basic everyday thing. Everyone doesn't care in the lift. I was gonna say, did he tell you to lift your skirt? Bitch. He was like,
I was-
oh, it's cool. Do you?
Yeah,
Boo-boo?
do some cocaine in the back of my Uber.
Do you,
No,
boo?
hey, Tim, I guess as I have found out, cocaine is very popular in Vegas. Like, who would
I
have
think
thought?
it's popular everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, everyone just like the other day I was on Instagram and I got served a meme and it was a spatula that was like in a plate that they had used to make lines.
Oh,
Because the spatula had all
Yeah,
those
the
and
slots.
I'm like, well, this is everyone. Thank you for serving me this.
I mean, enjoy the cocaine. I will just be
Peace.
snorting my Vapo inhaler like an 85-year-old woman who can't breathe because
Me
she has like 500 cats.
Me too.
Um,
I love it. My brother gave me one actually last time I was out in California. And he's
Oh,
like,
did he?
because he was doing it. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, dude. He's like, this is my new addiction because he
Yeah.
quit vaping. And
So he
like,
vapes through his nose instead. That's why I like it so much. Shit. Y'all know how much I love making content, and one of the most important things for quality videos is lighting. But who wants the same old boring ring light? You can upgrade from basic to adorable at kawaiilighting.com with code TWND for 10% off. This podcast is lit by Kawaii Lighting's star-shaped ring light. There are also heart and kitty cat options to make you feel as cute as these lights look. Kawaii Lighting has many RGB options, which you'll have seen used in many of my videos and photos. Don't be basic. Stand out with Kawaii Lighting by using code TWND to save 10% and help support this wholesome pod. Let them know we sent you.
it's all right. It's not nicotine.
Yeah.
So like he was like, here, I'm going to give you one brand new.
Yeah.
And he's like,
He
trust
just gives
me.
you his old one.
Ew. I know. I was like, wait, is this? He's like, no, it's new. And I'm like, cool. So I take it. I still have that thing and like it's in my like little drawer.
It
So
lasts
like,
forever.
yeah, I don't even know if it still has anything, but I just still do it
Yeah.
before bed. And I'm like, I feel good.
Yeah.
Like go to bed, I can
love it.
breathe.
Love it.
So tell me about, and feel free to like not share, but did you try the strips? The breathe strips? Because I've tried those before and I have a funny story.
All right, so
Have you
the
tried
breathe
it?
strips. So I get very congested up in my sinuses, and I was like, this is probably very stupid, and I'm not going to be an influencer who like wears them in like a video. Like, look at me, I just breathe strips. I'm embarrassed.
People do that?
yeah, like I've, yeah.
Who?
I like a lot of like fitness influencers and stuff like that, and it's fine. Like
Wait,
whatever.
what?
I'm just not gonna like take videos
Excuse
wearing a
me?
nose strip because I'm actually like ashamed
A
that
fitness
my nose is so inferior that it needs to have a nose strip to breathe. But when I tell you, it opens up to the point like my nose just goes like wah, and it feels
flares-
weird.
Yeah.
But I slept really good.
And you probably weren't breathing out of your mouth at all.
Yeah, which is I guess don't want to be a mouth breather. That's what they always say back in the day. So
I did the other day, I guess. And my boyfriend gets up early for work, so he's like up at like 4 or 5 and like I'm just like half awake with my mouth open. He's like,
Yeah.
babe, he's like, I think that's how you get spiders. And I was like, oh,
we do eat spiders in our lifetime. I think there's like a certain number. Okay,
I think it's a lot.
yeah. How many spiders? How many spiders do you eat? Or in the world? That's not what I wanted.
How many do we eat in
How
our
many
sleep?
spiders do we
20.
eat in our sleep?
What do you guess? I think like 20
Like a year?
annually. Yeah. Is it lifetime or year?
How many spiders do we eat in
I
our
wonder if there's a difference.
How many spiders? How many bugs or how many spiders?
Bugs, because flies count.
Wait, why is this under Google Shopping? What is happening? Hang on.
Are you buying bugs?
Oh, wait. I don't like this. I don't understand. What the fuck?
Hold the phone. Fine, you're so cute.
How many spiders do you eat a year?
In sleep.
What the fuck?
How many?
What the fuck? I feel lied to. I feel betrayed. It's a myth. The fuck?
What do you mean? It's not real?
What the Fuck.
Speak up, woman.
All right. The myth likely originated from a 1993 PC Professional article by Lisa Birgit Holst. Holst's article is an example of how people readily accept lists of facts that circulate via email even when they are made up. The number came from a 1954 book on insect folklore, but the book doesn't mention spiders crawling into mouths. There are several reasons why it's unlikely that a spider would end up in your mouth while you're sleeping, including spider behavior. Spiders don't want to come near humans. Spider mouth. Spiders breathe oxygen and would be repelled by your mouth. Snoring. Vibrations from snoring would scare spiders away.
Phew.
Odds. You have a better chance of winning the Powerball than having a spider fall in your mouth while you're sleeping. What the
Yay! That makes me feel good, though, because I wasn't really happy about eating spiders.
I was kind of resigned to the fact that I was just eating 20 spiders a year, and I was like, yeah, extra protein. I
feel
can't
like-
control it.
I feel like, yeah, I would have been like, whatever, because we're asleep. What are we going
Like,
to
what
do?
are they just crawling like,
What are we going to do? But, like, also, like, thank goodness.
Thank God. I'm so happy that we're not eating 20 spiders a year. What the
High five.
That is crazy. Can go us on not eating spiders. Good on all of you. You're not eating spiders
Good
either,
for you.
unless you
Good
are.
for you. Good for you.
And if you eat spiders, please call into the podcast 702-900-6446.
Do you like to cook them? Do you season them at all? Do you just eat them raw?
Raw. Speaking of raw, we're gonna go into our emails because we finally have a follow-up. This has nothing to do with raw, but
Woohoo!
so we have a follow-up from Naman, who went to Trader Joe's.
Stop!
So apparently Naman has written in about this very thing before. However, I looked in the spam email, like I looked in all the junk folder, all this stuff, like it could have gotten filtered.
Well,
No email from Naman. So Naman has resent it because apparently he sent this ages ago.
Thank you. Wow, sorry we doubted you.
I'm sorry, Naman. And for those of you out there who do not know, we sent Naman on a journey, an adventure that he's going to regale us with now to Trader Joe's to see if he, in fact, thinks it is a cult, as we do.
Mission Trader Joe's.
It literally says Zoom chat mission Trader Joe's.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, Naman. High five.
So I went into the Trader Joe's closest to me, and I don't know how big other ones are, but this one is super tiny with a tiny parking lot. Most of them do have tiny parking
They
lots.
do.
Which I didn't expect because it's in a real bougie town and it was busy as fuck, especially for the middle of the afternoon on a Monday. Mondays are for the boys. To go to Trader Joe's.
Gotta get our eggs, bro.
I'll admit, I didn't spend a lot of time in there. I'm sorry, but I'm high and it was packed. That is totally understandable.
Worth it. So what you gotta get out.
And even if I wasn't, I still wouldn't want to spend too much time there. Like if 10 people were in there, it'd be busy, but there was 30 plus, maybe 50 in a small Trader Joe's.
That's a lot. That's kind of how they are where my mom lives too. It's too much.
Normally, I like being high in a grocery store. Same. I like anonymously wandering the aisles. Same. There's no wandering in here. So I just walked up and down the 4 aisles they had real quick and left.
Good.
Although there was a split moment where I thought one of the workers was following me because when I passed behind him at one point, he turned around real quick. Maybe he was just a fan. Maybe he recognized
They
you.
do be following though, because at ours they follow.
They do.
They follow the whole time.
Do you need any help?
Are you still doing good?
How are you doing today?
Oh, that's a great choice.
Have you checked out any of our free-range yogurts?
seasonal granola?
Ooh. A little brioche. Perhaps it's pumpkin.
We could keep going. Trust me.
Pumpkin seed.
I
Anyway.
got the tortilla chips that are shaped like fall leaves. Yes, I did.
What? They have that?
Yeah, and I make
Damn
nachos
it.
with them. They're
I
cute.
gotta go.
And that almond dip, girl. Okay,
The almond dip is so good. Although there was a split moment where I thought, blah, 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 blah. Then a minute later, I glanced to my right and saw him in my peripheral behind me. Iman was getting stalked by a Trader Joe's
They
employee.
do that.
They do.
I think they're trained to do that.
How
Because
can
now
it-
I'm convinced.
How can anyone not think that? Do you know what it reminds me of? Like going to a Trader Joe's, like when you would go inside like a Kohl's or like some random store in the mall back in the day when malls weren't dead, and you would have like the small stores, and there'd always be like a lady like following you, like. Is there a size I can get for you? Do you need to be measured? Like, can I
Just
start
like-
you a fitting room? Do you need a bag? And that is what Trader Joe's is encompassing, is the weird
Creepy person.
mall ladies, right?
Literally.
Something is not right with Trader Joe's, but God, I love their snacks.
Something is not right.
It's not right.
We're concerned.
I'm
We
concerned.
are concerned for you.
But also, like, please don't discontinue the Chipotle almond dip because I love it, and you discontinued the buffalo cauliflower dip. So I'm a little bit upset because I feel like I was a very regular customer for all of these dips. I love dip. Okay. But then someone got his attention and he went to help them. So I left and there's a Shake Shack right across the street. I got some food and went home. Even though I missed out on the full experience, I'll believe Trader Joe's is a cult. Maybe I'll go back again eventually to really see, but probably not. Nama.
Beautifully done. Thank you for being so amazing on your successful mission.
That I really felt like he took us on a journey.
He did, and he
Yeah.
painted the picture beautifully. Like, I felt like I was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I felt like I was also being stalked by the Trader Joe's
He
employee.
gave me that like creepy vibe back in my heart, which I love.
I feel like we've all been there. We've all been stalked by someone at Trader Joe's.
It happens. They have to train them.
Oh,
that.
Here was a weird thing at Trader Joe's that happened. We bought kombucha like at a different store and then went to Trader Joe's to get something else, right? Open up the back of the trunk. Guess what rolls out? One of the jars of kombucha. And it shatters all over. So I start like picking up the glass or whatever. And as I start picking up the glass, which my man's like, don't, like, let's go get some.
Yeah.
This guy like runs out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from. We were parked like close to the Trader Joe's. It was one of the ones with the bigger parking lot. So going out that way, he like runs out like, don't do that. I'll take care of it. And starts like
At
doing
Trader
stuff. And he's like,
Joe's?
can we get you a fresh kombucha? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I didn't buy it here. And he's like, well, you're on your own then. And then ran back into the store with all the glass and stuff. And I was like, what? And then the next time we went in there, when the next time we went in there, he was working. I didn't even recognize him because I felt like he came and went so quickly, right? And he goes, didn't drop any more kombucha lately, have you? And I shit you not. I was like, what?
Oh, wait, this was the Trader Joe's here? Oh my, they are really on top of like remembering their clients too. Cause like one time,
crazy.
that is insane.
I didn't like
might
it
be
at
the
all.
same person who rang me up once who I had been there. And I think he remembered me from the first time. And he said, you really have great style. I just love your outfits.
Is he the guy that smiles like this?
No.
I know that doesn't really narrow it down.
It does.
I know it doesn't
that
really
is-
narrow it down.
No, but
though.
he follows
Yeah.
me around. And I think he's like maybe just like, I don't know. He's there for the vibe. I don't get it. But he really just makes his rounds around the store. Never seen him ring anyone up. So he's not one of those register people.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to be like, what do you do here?
Yeah, what's your title? And like, also, why do you keep following me everywhere? And then there's like the cheese guy who's great, you know, or girl, whoever. Cheese person who's like sampling
Yeah.
out cheese and crackers, which I always buy whatever they're sampling usually.
I'm
So
also
I'm always like,
sometimes-
oh my God.
I'm sometimes just worried that if I eat the sample, I'll suddenly be working at Trader Joe's. Do you know
will.
what I mean?
No,
like,
you'll get a shirt and then
so-
they'll send you to training. And,
and
yada, yada.
I'm happy to go because they supply in cheese. Like they just keep me full of cheese.
I
So of
would
course
work
I'm
for
like,
cheese.
maybe they're all constipated. Maybe that's why they're like
They're like, we're waiting for that poop.
all that free cheese.
We're just waiting. Maybe tonight.
fuck. Oh God, this has been
Maybe
fun.
tonight it
I
will
needed
happen.
this.
Cheese dreams also.
Oh,
We're here
God,
for
I love
it.
cheese dreams. This has been fun. Speaking of cheese dreams, which has nothing to do with this at all, I'm getting steak tonight.
Ooh.
And I do believe I will have to start heading out. But
Yes,
this has been very
absolutely.
fun.
But you know what,
and
you
thank you
guys?
for powering through. I know you weren't feeling, and thank you for being here and
Always.
breathing.
Wait, we got to do that again. That was weak. Yes.
I think it's because it's like my left hand. I'm
maybe
like,
our hands are too
"Nyeh."
spread. Hold on.
Wait.
That felt good.
It was my left hand. I'm
And
like,
you were
"Eh."
we were both like, give us a high five. No thanks. Also,
Anyway.
wait, before we end,
Yes.
you remember how we were talking about learning a new thing?
Mhm.
And like you were saying, oh, you want to do resin pouring, or like, you know, that was like one
Wood
of the
burning, all the
ideas, wood
things.
burning, and whatever,
wanna be a
all the
DJ?
things. I have a gig.
For a DJ?
Yeah, Saturday.
That's awesome.
And it's a 70-year-old birthday.
That's fucking.
And he wants all the classic, like
Yes.
old school, like music,
That'll
like
be
shake your
fun.
groove thing, shake your. So for 5 hours, I get to be a DJ, and I already set up a playlist. I'm very excited, and I've learned how to crossfade,
That's awesome.
and I get to make a little bit of money doing something new that I'm like really excited.
Yeah, you're
but-
just gonna go play music.
yeah,
That's
really
awesome.
cool music.
Hell yeah. That's gonna be so fun.
So I dabbled in the karaoke world, everybody.
Wait, did you do?
I did. Dabble do.
Dabba-Dabba-Doobie.
I think that might be our title of this episode.
Dabba-Dabba-Doob.
Dabba-Dabba-Doobie. Yeah,
I
and with
know.
that,
And with that, thank you. You can follow me on Instagram at thisredheadissfw. You can follow the podcast on Instagram and X at TWND Podcast. You can follow us on patreon.com/TWND Podcast and join the Dirtbag tier because it's awesome. And you can follow Laura.
at Wham Glam Artistry.
Thank you all for joining us today. We hope that you have done your homework. And for this week's homework, we would like you
Breathe.
breathe because you deserve it. Fucking breathe.
And have
we
some
will,
fun.
And we'll see you Monday.
Come.
The Totally Wholesome Not Dirty podcast is presented by TWND Productions, created and hosted by Molly Stewart, co-hosted by Laura Contreras, and produced by David Warne.